She said, "No prenup means you don't trust me. It's over." I agreed. Cancelled the wedding that night. 3 days later, she was online begging me to come back. Hello Reddit I+ here. My name is Elias Monroe. I'm 34. Until recently, I was engaged to a woman named Celeste Granger, 29. We were the kind of couple people made Pinterest boards about. Photogenic, well-dressed, always smiling in coordinated holiday photos and sunset beach candids. Our wedding was supposed to be in 8 weeks. Everything was planned down to the letter. The venue, a lakeside vineyard in Sonoma, was booked a year in advance. The caterer was paid in full. Her dress? A $14,000 designer piece she swore would make her feel like a goddess. I'd dropped more money on that gown than I did on my first car. On the surface, our life looked perfect. We had matching monogram towels, his and her espresso cups, and a place in a Manhattan high-rise with views of Central Park. The kind of existence that made strangers on Instagram say, #couplegoals. But beneath the filtered perfection, there were cracks I hadn't seen. Or maybe just chose not to see. I own a small but thriving software development company. I started it in my 20s, back when I lived in a studio apartment above a laundromat, and survived on instant noodles and gas station coffee. The early days were brutal. No investors, no safety net, just me, a battered laptop, and a dream. Now I employ 15 people. We're not Google, but we're respected in our niche, and we turn a solid profit. My company is my legacy, my blood, my risk, my sleepless nights. So, when my attorney, my oldest friend Miles, suggested I get a prenup, I didn't even blink. "It's not about Celeste," he said. "It's about protecting your company, your employees, and your future. This isn't emotional, it's just smart business." The prenup was simple. What was mine before the marriage remained mine. What was hers remained hers. Anything we built together after we said "I do" would be split evenly, no questions asked. Fair, logical, respectful, or so I thought. I brought it up on a rainy Tuesday evening. Celeste was drinking wine on the couch in one of my hoodies, watching some reality dating show she loved to hate. I sat beside her and gently said, "Hey, there's something we should go over. It's not romantic, but it's important." She muted the TV, sensing the seriousness in my voice. I explained the prenup, what it meant, what it didn't. I framed it just like Miles had. "This isn't about not trusting you," I said. "It's about protecting something I've poured 10 years of my life into. I want to go into our marriage with clarity, not complications." Her expression didn't change at first. Then it did. Subtly, but unmistakably. Her eyes lost their sparkle. Her mouth thinned into a line. "A prenup?" she repeated. The word hung in the air like smoke. "Seriously?" "Just a formality," I said quickly. "For the business, nothing else." She laughed. A short, joyless laugh that sent a chill down my spine. "A formality? Elias, do you think our relationship is a contract?" "No," I said softly. "But marriage is, in some ways. It has legal consequences. This is just about being responsible." Her wine glass hit the table a little too hard. "So that's it, huh? After everything, you don't trust me? Celeste, it's not about trust, it's—" "No, don't," she snapped, cutting me off. "You think I'm some kind of gold digger, is that it? After 5 years, you think I'm waiting around for a payout?" I tried to explain again, but she wasn't listening. She was somewhere else, angry, proud, cornered. Then she looked me dead in the eyes and said slowly, deliberately, "I am not signing a prenup. You either trust me, or it's over." Her tone didn't shake. Her hands didn't tremble. She said it like a threat, like she'd rehearsed it. Maybe she had. And just like that, I saw her. I don't mean I looked at her. I saw her. The real her. The veil lifted. The fantasy vanished. The girl I thought I was going to marry, the woman I believed would stand beside me through life's storms, she wasn't standing in front of me. Instead, there was someone else. Someone calculating. Someone ready to leverage love into ownership. And something inside me just clicked. I took a breath, calm and clear. "You're right," I said. Her face softened. I could see the relief starting to creep in, like she'd won. "Good," she said. "I'm glad you—" "You're right," I interrupted, standing up. "It is over." Silence. Cold and sudden, like a door slamming shut in a snowstorm. She blinked. Her jaw slackened. "What?" "I said it's over," I repeated, walking into the bedroom. "If you think love means never protecting yourself, then you don't understand love at all. You're ending our relationship over a piece of paper?" "No," I said, grabbing a duffel bag from the closet. "I'm ending it because you tried to emotionally blackmail me into surrendering my future. You don't want a partner. You want leverage." I zipped the bag and turned toward her. "You just showed me who you really are. And I believe you." I walked out that night, crashed on Miles's couch. I didn't shout. Didn't sob. I didn't text her back. I just moved. I stayed up most of the night, canceling everything. I called the wedding planner first, told her to shut it down. Then the venue, kissed $10,000 goodbye. The caterer was another $6,000 lost. Flowers, band, photographer, canceled with cold efficiency. My fingers moved on autopilot, each call another nail in the coffin of the life I thought we were building. It hurt, but not as much as staying would have. Celeste blew up my phone the next day, and the next. First, angry texts, accusing me of being heartless, paranoid. Then came the guilt trips, the memories, the photos, the "I can't believe you would do this." But by day 3, everything shifted. She posted a photo of us on her Instagram with a caption that read like a eulogy. Love isn't about contracts. It's about trust. Sometimes the ones you love the most are the ones who hurt you the deepest. It was bait, public bait. The comments flooded in. You deserve better. He didn't deserve you. You're so strong. Then came the messages. DMs from mutual friends, her sister, even her mother, asking what happened and could we fix it. That she was just scared. That I should understand how vulnerable marriage makes a woman feel. That she'd come around if I just gave her space. But I was done giving away parts of myself to people who only loved the benefits of me, not the reality of me. It's been 6 months. Celeste is now engaged to someone else. Someone older, wealthier. I don't say that bitterly. I say it because the pattern became clear. It wasn't about me. It never was. As for me, I've grown. I've focused on my business, my friends, and rediscovering who I am outside the identity of her future husband. I still believe in love. I still believe in partnership. But next time, I'll make sure I'm building a life with someone who sees me as a man, not as a meal ticket. And the prenup? It'll still be there. Not because I don't trust love, but because I finally trust myself. 6 months passed. Seasons changed. But one thing remained constant. I didn't reach out to Celeste. I didn't stalk her socials. I didn't second-guess my decision. People say silence is loud. Mine was deafening, but it was also peaceful. I poured myself into the company. We launched a new SaaS platform that landed 2 enterprise clients and doubled our annual revenue projection. The long nights felt different now. No one waiting at home, but also no passive-aggressive questions about how much longer I'd be working. No guilt-tripping. Just me in the grind again. And for the first time in years, it felt good. Of course, there were lonely nights. I'm not going to lie and say I never missed her. Not the real her, but the version of her I used to believe in. The fantasy. The soft Sunday mornings. The way she used to fall asleep with her head on my chest. But fantasies are easy to miss. Reality has a way of keeping receipts. I started therapy. That surprised even me. Miles suggested it one night over bourbon. Said I was too composed, too still, like a man standing in the eye of a hurricane pretending the winds weren't coming. I went, not because I thought I was broken, but because I wanted to make sure I didn't become bitter. I refused to let Celeste's ultimatum be the thing that poisoned my view of women, of relationships, of commitment. Therapy helped me realize I had ignored red flags for years because I was in love with potential, not a person. I was always building, always improving, and I treated our relationship the same way. I thought if I gave more, supported harder, loved louder, she'd grow into someone she never actually was. That's not love. That's project management. And then, something unexpected happened. In late March, I was invited to speak at a tech entrepreneur panel in Austin. I almost turned it down. Public speaking's never been my thing, but Miles gave me the look, the one that says, get over yourself. So I went. After the panel, during the networking mixer, I met her. Juno called her. She wasn't flashy. She wasn't the loudest voice in the room, but she had presence. Real presence. Witty, sharp, with this quiet confidence that made you lean in when she talked. She wasn't in tech. She ran a nonprofit that helped underprivileged kids get into STEM programs. When I asked her why, she said, because brilliance is everywhere. Opportunity isn't. That line, it stuck with me. We talked until the event closed down. No flirting, just raw electric connection. She wasn't impressed by my company. She didn't ask about my net worth. She asked what I believed in, what kept me up at night, what scared me the most. I told her I once thought being alone scared me. Now, I was scared of losing myself in someone again. She just nodded and said, good, that means you won't. We kept in touch. Nothing fast, no whirlwind romance, just consistency, respect, curiosity, no games, no unspoken ultimatums. And slowly, I started to feel something I hadn't felt in a long time. Safe. 3 months after we met, I told her about Celeste, about the prenup. About the night I walked away from a picture-perfect life because I finally saw it for what it was. She didn't interrupt. She didn't judge. When I was done, she just said, "Good. You chose yourself. Most people don't." That night, she didn't stay over. No dramatic kiss, no movie script moment. Just a hug that lasted a little longer than usual, and a text a few minutes later. "When you're ready to build something real, I'm here." And I realized this is what I'd been missing. Not perfection, not intensity, integrity. It's been almost a year now since I left Celeste. She's married, from what I hear. Her new husband is some hedge fund guy in Tribeca. Good luck to him. Me? I'm still dating Juno. Slowly, intentionally. No illusions, no facades. And when the time comes, if it comes, I'll ask her to marry me. But not because I need someone to fill a void or complete a fantasy. I'll ask her because she knows me. The flawed, driven, sometimes too serious ramen-eating guy who built something from nothing and refused to sell his soul for love. And this time, there won't be an ultimatum. Just two people, two signatures. And maybe, just maybe, a life actually worth building together.